or the diamond will be gone forever. Oh, what about the neighbor? They've got to say with the neighbor, hello, and their friends that they're going to tell the story to. Their friends are going to come over and steal it too. Yeah, friends aren't always friends, you know. Sometimes they come over and steal your stuff when you're not looking. I mean, it's true. Okay, anyway. It's a shame. It's a shame I've lost the earring because it was one of the matching pair that Adam bought me. So they were really sentimental and meant a lot. But we can't risk anything that might mean we lose Sarah, the chicken. At least we know where the earring is, and one day I will get it back, even if it means waiting for a few years. Ah, yeah. You know what I heard? I heard that the people that get murdered, usually a lot of the people that have been murdered have opened the door to the person that murdered them, and they found out that why they were opening the door to the person that murdered them is because the murderer was one of their friends. So when you think your friends are your friends, be careful. Some of them aren't. Some of them are psycho, and you don't know they got an underlying psychological problem. But, you know, you got to be careful out there, you know. You know, there's always serial killers and murderers and rapists out there, and you could be talking to them all the time. They could be your neighbor, they're your best friend. You just don't know who they are, you know, because they're there. And not everybody knows that, you know. I mean, you got those crazy serial killers that they caught, and all their neighbors said, "Oh, he was such a nice guy. Never would think he would do something like that." Well, of course not. He's a nice guy. Yeah, he looks like it on the outside, but you don't know what's going on inside the guy's head. There's a psycho inside his head. He's a psycho. You know, so looks on the outside don't always tell you the whole picture, okay? You know, so never go by looks. He could be the sweetest looking, nicest looking person, even talk in a nice voice, and then all of a sudden, whammo, you know, he sticks a knife in your back. You know, I mean, seriously? There's some real psychos out there. And you don't know who they are, what they are, when they're going to get you and stuff. I need a drink. This would be the perfect night for my first show that I'm paying for to have a wine cooler. You know, start my show off right. And my friends used to love it when I drink wine coolers on air. They say, "Hey, she's drunk again." Oh, I wasn't that drunk, okay, you guys? I was lit maybe, but I wasn't drunk. I mean, one wine cooler? How's one wine cooler going to get somebody drunk? I mean, even me, I'm not 90 pounds. I weigh about anywhere between 130 and 140 any given time. My weight goes, you can't make up its mind. You know, it depends on what I'm eating. If I eat lasagna, or fettuccine, or mashed potatoes, or something like that, boing, there comes the pounds. Just like that. Overnight, I gained 5 pounds. And if I stop eating that stuff and just eat like chicken soup, or, you know, a little bit of rice or something, or, what else, a salad or something, then the weight comes back down. So it just depends on what you eat, and it goes up and down and up and down. I wish my weight would just stay at one weight. It just doesn't want to do that. My age, it wants to gain weight, okay? The body wants to gain weight at my age. It says, so every time I want to eat something good, like fettuccine, which I love, I gain weight. And it's like, you know, I don't want to stay away from it, because I love it, but it's like, but then I can eat a steak, a baked potato, and a vegetable, and some baked beans, and not gain an ounce. Go figure, huh? So, I don't know. I think it's those noodles or something that gets you fat. And the Alfredo sauce is probably pretty fattening, too. And then lasagna, of course, it's got all that cheese in there. Cheese and noodles, and that's fattening. So, there you go. I guess... You know, I guess I'm stuck with eating chicken soup the rest of my life. Hey, I should go get that chicken with the earring in it. Then I could have a chicken and an earring. Woo! Yeah, right. That wouldn't taste. No, I wouldn't steal the poor lady's chicken. I would never do that. That would be mean. Let's see. I'm gonna check on this other place I go to for news because I like this one guy. He writes the coolest articles. Well, not all the time, but most of the time. I like the way he read. Yeah, I'm going to read one of his articles because I like to copy the way he talks and thinks and stuff. He has a funny way of talking, so I like to kind of. I end up copying it by accident. Well, let's see. I don't know. We'll see if I can do it or not. I don't know. Sometimes I can, sometimes I can't. Okay. Which A-list celebrity will step up and ask, "Who used chemical weapons?" by John Rappaport. Step 2. Step 2. Did I say step 2? I mean September 2nd. I said step 2. Man, I really do need that other eye surgery. Step 2. Okay. www.nomorefakenews.com. Thought so. These A-list celebrities are touchy nervous. Go up against Obama? Are you kidding? A career killer? Suddenly, the dude or dudette is back doing dinner theater in Florida. Summer stock in Provincetown? Sorry, I can't comment on Sarin. I'm just an actor. It's a matter for the CIA. Alright. Okay. Where did that stop? I don't know. They're the professionals. I'm sure Congress will take a long, hard look for the agency's evidence. And that's the intelligent brand of statement. Mostly you get Sarin? Didn't she do a picture over Disney? Oh, Sarin, the Latin singer? Celebrities work off generalities. I'm saving Africa. I'm for helping the children. Education, yes, definitely. I'm getting all screwed up here. Sorry. Then you have this unvoiced subtext. I'm Obama's man in Hollywood. Whatever he does is okay because it forwards his agenda, and his agenda is good so far as if he has to kill a few thousand or more people in Syria with missile strikes, it's all right, because if we were all right, then other parts of his agenda might suffer, and we can't let that happen. Going deeper into other subtexts, I'm a movie star, which means I impinge on consensus reality and actually reinforces it with glitz and adrenaline and sparkle. I stand for consensus reality. It's my job. I uphold things as they are and as they are manufactured. How do I do it? Through portraying... Shut up back there! Through portraying cheesy archetypes that stand in for what is unknown, what is yet to be created. In a sense, I help derail what individuals might create for themselves. I do cartoons. I especially do cartoons of cartoons because, you see, that's what reality is. It's a version of a version. Lowest common denominator. I do movies about the movie called reality. So the very idea that I might step forward and ask who really used sarin in Syria is impossible, because that would cut a hole in the movie called reality. It would start a disruptive ripple, a moment of surrealism. That is definitely not my job description. I can save Africa. I can support education. I can help Bill Gates send 200 million doses of toxic vaccine in the third world, and everything is fine. But if I ask who really used chemical weapons in Syria, I'm breaking my contract with my bosses. They're in the profitable business of trance induction. So that's my life too. It's a form of slavery, but I'm well-paid slave. Every day I wake up, I tell myself, I'm doing what I want to do. I keep saying that, and eventually it sinks in further and further, and my friends and supporters and partners assure me I'm on the right track. But when I have dreams about holding a press conference with hundreds of reporters present and the world watching, during which I expose everything I know about fake consensus reality, and I feel a fantastic surge of fierce joy in my blood. I wake up and take a sleeping pill. So don't get in my face about chemical weapons in Syria. I have to take more pills, and it could endanger my health. You see, I'm ingesting my own chemical weapons. Just funny. Oh, that's funny. Oh, that guy's always funny. I'm serious. He's so funny. He cracks me up. I don't know what he does for you, but I like that guy. He's a funny guy. John Rappaport. Yeah, he's a great guy. I like that dude. Hey, be quiet. Shh. You be quiet, and you be quiet. Oh, I've got to get that cat. Okay, squirt gun time. Sorry, guys. I have to lean over here and grab a squirt gun to control a dog and a cat. Because there's a cat trying to jump up at the door, and there's a dog trying to eat the cat. So, I know I should take the dogs out of here when I do a show, but they're part of my life too. So, why not? As long as they don't get too loud. But it's not in the middle of the daytime. If it was in the middle of the daytime, every time the neighbors slam a door, they'd be barking every 5 minutes, and when they bark loud. So, but since it's nighttime, they can stay in here with me. Just have to make sure that the cat and the dog don't get in a fight, because the cat actually stands up to my little dog and says, "Come on, bring it on. I'm ready. Come on, let's fight." Right? You're not scared of no dog, huh? I ain't no scared of no ghost, right? I know you're not. He's crazy. That cat's attacked me. Oh, what was it? 3 times or 2 times? I think it attacked me 2 times. Yeah, he bit my leg once, and he bit my arm the other time. He bit my arm so bad that what do you call that thing? Not a vein, but another thing that goes down your arm. Well, anyway, it took like 6 months for it to grow back because he bit into it. I don't know. I forgot what they called that. Tendon, I think. And yeah, tendon. And he really just what I was doing, I was sitting on the floor in front of my sliding glass door, my back door, and I have an outside cat, and he was new to the family, the inside cat. He was new to the family, and he was kind of edgy as it was, and he didn't really know the outside cat very much. So I let the outside cat inside, not thinking that there was going to be any kind of attack, and I was sitting in the middle on the floor, and all of a sudden, the cat on the left, the inside cat, wanted to attack the cat on the right, the outside cat, and he closed his eyes, and he just latched onto my arm and started kicking and biting and scratching and thinking that my arm was the other cat. He had his eyes closed, so he didn't even see what he was doing. He was just going to town on me. And I was like, I couldn't even do anything. I couldn't move. I was like paralyzed. It hurt so bad I couldn't even say how bad that hurt. And then I finally screamed a really loud scream, and he let go. He opened his eyes. I saw him open his eyes. He saw me, and he freaked out himself, oh God, you were the cat, And he let go and everything and ran away. And I went running to the bathroom. I'm dripping blood all over the place. It was just pouring out like bad holes, like Swiss cheese, like a grater, the cheese grater looks like. Yeah, it kind of was like that. And so I ran to the shower, and I was in there for about 20 minutes going, oh, because it hurt, it was just like, oh. And then I went to the doctor and had all kinds of stupid antibiotics, and I finally got that fixed. And then, I don't know, a few more months later, another day he was like running. He was in my living room, and he was running back and forth, and he saw there was a cat outside, but not that same cat. It was a neighbor's cat. A neighbor's cat was on our property, and he was running back and forth.